Not for the first time, Elon Musk is dialing up attacks on British politicians, targeting a former right-wing ally, saying Nigel Farage doesn't have what it takes to lead his upstart Reform UK party. The British populace behind Brexit had counted Musk a supporter, so why the falling out? Possibly over this man known as Tommy Robinson, a jailed anti-Muslim campaigner who fanned the flames of racist riots last summer. Musk praises him, Farage doesn't. The incoming US president's advisor also using his social media platform X to trash the British Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, for alleged failings in a child sexual abuse scandal when he was the UK's chief prosecutor more than a decade ago.
The support for Tommy Robinson is immense and continues to grow. Recent protests across the UK, particularly in London, have turned into a remarkable phenomenon. Over 100,000 people took to the streets, showcasing their deep concern for Robinson's fate. What's especially striking is how this movement is capturing attention on the global stage, and this is where Elon Musk steps in. The world's richest man is actively backing Robinson, sharing posts and tweets that draw even more supporters to his cause. Musk's endorsement has elevated this movement to an entirely new level, reaching millions beyond the UK. For many, Robinson's case has become a powerful symbol of the fight for freedom of speech and justice, serving as a true beacon of hope. The turnout at the rallies underscores Robinson's significant influence, and Musk's backing amplifies his voice even further. Elon Musk, the billionaire and owner of company X, retweeted Tommy Robinson's messages, creating a massive impact. His posts have accumulated an astonishing 434 million views.
Musk's abuse sharpest against Starmer's child safeguarding minister, Jess Phillips, calling her pure evil and a wicked creature who should be sent to jail for not calling for a national inquiry, but instead a local one.
When the poison of the far right leads to serious threats to Jess Phillips and others, then in my book, a line has been crossed.
Musk's inaccurate and sensationalist accusations are surprising some politicians here in the UK. Tactics, though, typical, championing the right, exploiting division.
Each of his tweets underscores the urgency of the situation, applying pressure on political leaders and showcasing the vast scale and significance of this movement. Musk has transformed what was once a local issue into an international conversation, illustrating how social media can serve as a formidable tool for contemporary activism. Recently, London witnessed one of the largest protests in years, with an estimated 100,000 people flooding the streets in support of Tommy Robinson. The magnitude of the demonstration led to significant traffic disruptions, and the city echoed with passionate chants calling for Robinson's immediate release. The turnout at the protest was a powerful declaration of how deeply people care about this issue and their readiness to fight for justice.
Have you or anyone from Reform UK been in touch with Elon Musk about his tweets on UK politics in recent days?
I haven't spoken to him for some time, a few days. He's tweeting about everything. He's tweeting about farming, he's tweeting about Keir Starmer's competence, he's tweeting about Tommy Robinson, he's tweeting about me, Reform UK. He has a whole range of opinions, some of which I agree with very strongly, and others of which I'm more reticent about. Oh, having him as a supporter is very helpful to our cause. I mean, goodness me. I mean, he's an absolute hero figure, particularly to young people in this country. So yes, he's very helpful indeed. Now look, everyone says, well, what about his comments on Tommy Robinson? Look, my position is perfectly clear on that. I never wanted Tommy Robinson to join UKIP. I don't want him to join Reform UK, and he won't be.
Musk has elevated the fight for Robinson's freedom to an entirely new level. Last week, he dispatched a specialized team to explore every possible legal avenue to secure Robinson's release from prison. This was more than just a gesture of support. Musk is genuinely committed to making a difference. His team, made up of experts and prominent lawyers, is actively investigating, searching for legal loopholes and ways to challenge a system that many view as unjust. For Musk, this is not merely about offering support, it's about influencing UK politics and advocating for legal reform. His actions highlight his strong belief in defending freedom of speech and standing against what he perceives as political injustice. The public response has been overwhelming, with Robinson's supporters interpreting Musk's involvement as a sign that they are not alone in their fight. It's clear that Musk is determined to do everything in his power to assist Robinson, and that's truly inspiring. In contrast, Those who spread lies and misinformation show no concern for the victims. They are solely focused on their own interests. Tommy Robinson and his supporters, however, are genuinely committed to seeking justice. They stand by a man who found himself imprisoned for nearly failing to address a grooming case involving a grooming group.
Tommy Robinson says a lot of things that a lot of people agree with, and on the grooming gangs, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there I agree with him on. He doesn't even want to join Reform UK. He's made that quite clear. He doesn't want to join Reform, but he doesn't want to join. He's in prison. I mean, our membership's, 170,000 now. We've got 1,500 council candidates ready for local elections. We've got donors coming in. I mean, we're doing all right.
On that, Robinson, do you think that there is a case that he's done a decent job in terms of raising awareness about...
Tommy Robinson says a lot of things that a lot of people agree with, and on the grooming gangs, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there I agree with him on.
Elon Musk's use of social media has significantly transformed the landscape of the Tommy Robinson case, and it's truly remarkable. On Twitter, Musk has been actively highlighting Robinson's situation, consistently retweeting and sharing messages that bring attention to the ongoing fight for his release. With millions of followers, Musk's influence reaches well beyond the UK, turning Robinson's fate into a global concern that resonates with people around the world. Musk's tweets not only support Robinson, but also boldly challenge the British government and the political establishment, igniting passionate discussions about freedom of speech and justice. His posts are going viral, reaching audiences across all continents and creating a powerful ripple effect that amplifies this crucial message even further.
He's highlighted some stuff, but anybody would agree with, I think. I mean, that this rape scandal has been going on not just a few years, it's left a dark stain.
There's this sort of woke ideology that, like, you can't say, you've got to be careful about things that you say.
No, you haven't got to be careful. They're Pakistani Muslim rape gangs. It's as simple as that. It's plain English. And politicians that are covering up for this, or not saying this, are up to their necks in it. They're covering up. We know that, it's going to come out eventually. It's going to be a Netflix series. We know this, don't we? You've got council officials, social workers, police, politicians, who's all know stuff that's covered it up. And I can't wait for the day when they're all exposed and locked up.
Keir Starmer's recent comments about Tommy Robinson's supporters have sparked a significant outcry. Just 2 weeks ago, the Labour leader, with utter disdain, referred to those advocating for Robinson's release as fools, completely disregarding the rising public support. This dismissive attitude has not only infuriated Robinson's supporters, but has also alienated many who feel that the political elite is ignoring their concerns. His tone, particularly towards those who view the Robinson case as a symbol of freedom of speech, has created a profound divide in society. Starmer's refusal to even engage with the movement demonstrates how detached he has become from a segment of the British electorate, leaving them bewildered and disheartened. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's outspoken support for Tommy Robinson only emphasizes the widening gap between grassroots movements and political figures like Starmer. With his undeniable influence, Musk has repeatedly offered his assistance to the UK government, proposing tangible ways to reform the legal system, foster innovation, and leverage his extensive network of resources to address what many see as a broken system. However, Keir Starmer has consistently rejected these proposals, even going so far as to publicly dismiss them. For many, this represents a significant political misstep that could have serious repercussions for him and his party. Only time will tell if he can regain the trust of voters, or if he will remain overshadowed by those genuinely committed to fighting for justice.
A High Court judge has issued a warrant for the arrest of Tommy Robinson after he fled the UK. It's after he breached a court order by showing a film at a protest in central London. He was arrested but released on bail Sunday night before allegedly leaving the country. He was due to attend a hearing today for contempt of court, but his absence led the judge to continue without him.
Elon Musk, who has consistently voiced his support, has also publicly aligned himself with the protesters, reaffirming his belief in the significance of peaceful demonstrations and the right to freedom of speech. His backing of the march lends considerable weight to the cause, particularly given his vast influence. The ramifications of such a large-scale protest are impossible to overlook, as it raises essential questions about political freedoms, the government's reaction to the unrest, and the increasing role of social media figures like Musk in energizing political movements. This protest goes beyond just the case of Robinson. It seeks to defend broader rights and challenge the current system, inspiring individuals around the globe to stand up for justice and freedom. See you next time.